Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Wanted to get on here today with some favorites and first impressions. I don't have any fails, and I'm obviously doing this as a get ready with me. Hold on. Let me move to the side. I know y'all like to see Ted and Violet. I'm just going to jump right into this, and I'm going to start with a primer. And you can use this. This is the Milani Soft Focus Glow. And you can use this kind of like you use the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter. This is not a new product, so I'm sure y'all have all seen this, but these remind me a lot of each other. And you can use this for a lot of different things. You can use it as a primer, which is how I'm going to use it, as a luminous primer. You can use it as a liquid highlighter, and you can use it as, you can blend it with your foundation. I would imagine. I've never done that. But today, I'm going to use it as a primer. And that's what it looks like. It's just nice and luminous. This is beautiful as a highlighter. But I have other highlighters to use today. So we're going to use this as a primer. And it is beautiful. That is as pretty as my Becca First Light or backlight. And I dare say that this is as pretty as my Charlotte Tilbury. It's so pretty. It just perfects. I don't know that it covers at all, but maybe a little bit. And just that beautiful luminosity. It is lovely. Okay, and then I don't have a concealer or a foundation in my favorites. So what I'm going to get is I think I'll use my Shape Tape today. And then I'm going to go over this beautiful primer with my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless. Because anytime I do a luminous primer, I love to cover that with a matte foundation and let that peek through. So this is pretty full cover, but I still think it'll peek through. So I'm going to put these on and I'll be back. Okay, and then for an under eye setting powder, I'm going to put something in my favorites that I've had for a while, but I hadn't used it much until recently, and I love this. I love it to set under the eyes. I love it to touch up under the eyes during the day, and even through the center of my face for some blurring. And that is the Pat McGrath Skin Fetish. I think it's worn off, a blurring powder for the under eyes. This is so nice and blurring. And again, I like this through the center of my face as well. But under my eyes, it is very nice and blurring, which lately, when you're tired, you can use all the help you can get under there. So, I love this. One of you girls told me about this, told me I needed to try it. And it is very nice. Yeah, that's just nice and blurring. And then I'm going to go through the center of my face with it today. Such a nice blur on this. And it doesn't take much. This is tiny, but I just tap and it was domed to start with. So, I'm not just blowing through this. Okay, and then on the rest of my face, I'm going to set with my Derma Blend and I'll be back. Okay, next, I have a bronzer in my favorites. And I've had this for a while, and it kept getting bumped. And I keep picking it up. When I first got it, I was like, yeah, I like that pretty well. But y'all, I pick this up all the time. And I have two, but one of them is my favorite. I picked it up in the number 2 and the number 3. And I'm real fair. I usually use the fairest. And I like the number 3 best. So the number 3 is in my favorites. And you can tell how long I've had it. It started out with like a little crisscross pattern and it's smooth. I love this so much. It's got a real warm tone to it. It's kind of a reddish undertone. Hold on. That's it. Yeah. It is beautiful. And for every day, I pick this up more than anything. And I love it. It's just easy and pretty and smooth and buildable. Okay, you can see, even though this is the number 3 and I got a real good swatch, look how subtle it goes on. Like, I can really dig around in there good. And I'm not going to get a scary amount, even on my pale skin. And I just love it, y'all. So this was worth the splurge to me. I pick this up all the time, and it just has the prettiest, easiest application. All right, I'll go ahead and do the rest of my face, but this is a big love, and I bought this at that Sephora sale months ago, and have been using it ever since, and I love it. I'll probably hit pan in it soon. Yeah, something about this. I just love it. Did I even tell you what it is? It's the Givenchy Tint Couture Healthy Glow Powder, and this is in the number 3. I'll show you the number 2 real quick, because I like that too. I've smoothed that one out too, and I do like it. That one. And it's got a little more golden. And I tend to really gravitate towards a red undertone. But these are both beautiful. I love them both. Okay, next. A blush that I have had in my collection for a hot minute. And I haven't mentioned it to y'all probably because I've been obsessed with cream blushes. But I do love it. And this was a splurge. This is the Tom Ford Flush. I will tell y'all, when I saw this, I was like, don't spend that on a blush. Crazy. I had to. When I look at this color, my mouth waters. I could not get it. Okay, you can see it shining from back here. This is the Tom Ford Flush, and it just makes my mouth water. It's like a hot peach with pink. It's so pretty. It's so pretty. I wore this on Instagram yesterday, and several of y'all were like, what do you have on? I need that. Now, I will tell you, I still like to put this on over a cream, but I'm going to put it just on bare skin, because if you're going to splurge on this, I want you to see it just on skin with nothing under it. And then on the other side, I'm going to put an old favorite, and we'll layer. But look at that. I just love it. And then I'm blending the edges. And that's it. And I love it so much. It's beautiful. On the other side, I got out an old trusty favorite, and I will tell y'all, this is so close to this. This is the Stila and Gerbera. No. Hold on, where's my Gerbera? That's Petunia. I love Petunia also. But it's the Gerbera that's in my favorites. And I love this. One of you girls told me about this. And it just looks like a kind of a neutral peach. And I put it on, and it's just magic. I love it. I'm going to put it on with my It airbrush. I'll go on this side. Look how close those are. Are those close, or is that just me? I love these Stilas so much. Well, I want to go over this side too. Oh, I just want to spread that all over. I love pretty much any cream blush, but this one was a standout this month. To me, those look pretty close. And I love it so much. Yeah, I love these. Okay, now I'm going to set that before I go over it with my highlighter. Before I do my highlighter, I want to set that. And on one side, I'm going to use my number 7. This was just in a Playing with New Products. And this is a favorite, but this was just in another video. And on the other side, I'm going to put a splurge. And I love this. This is my first Koh Gen Do product. And I think I heard about this on Abby Bliss White. I'm almost positive. And this is the Givenchy Brightening Moisture Powder. It's brightening. And anything that says brightening, I want to try. And that's it. And it is so pretty and so brightening. You can tell on my finger. And then this number 7, I'm going to say I love my number 7 as much as I love this. But, you know, I'll probably keep them both. You know, I still think the Koh Gen Do was worth my splurge because I love it. So let me get my powder brush. I'm getting my BK Beauty 104. And let's see, we'll do the Koh Gen Do on this side. Oh, this is so pretty, y'all. Just go over this side of my face with that. So blurring, so beautiful. It really is. So nice, and I love to carry this in my purse. I'm not disappointed in it, but it was a splurge. So you kind of got to be in the mood for a splurge, or just like to splurge on your powders. Then this number 7, she's a beauty. And that is the number 7. Koh Gen Do, number 7. Oh, she's so good. Yeah, this is I will always keep this powder. So I love both of those. So okay, then for highlighters, I have a high-end and a drugstore for you again. That is just working out good for me this month. And one of them is an e.l.f. and this one is in white gold. And then the Nars in Fort de France. And these are so close, y'all. And it was a total accident. And I love them both. This is the Nars, and I think this is a cult classic. It's like a lit from within glow. You can tell on my finger. It's beautiful. And then the e.l.f., which we will put on my other side, is that one. And it's a higher shine, but once you get them on my face, you really can't tell. So we're going to do the Nars on this side. I love this so much. It's beautiful. I'm still glad to have it. Sometimes I just want to pick up a good package, good packaging. And I love this. The product is good. The packaging is good. It's beautiful. Then I'm going to get the e.l.f. and we're going to go over the other side. Oh, that's so pretty, y'all. I'm loving e.l.f. highlighters. I will tell y'all. This is not my only e.l.f. this month. Oh, and that's so pretty too. That looks a little higher shine, maybe. I'll do this up on the end of the nose. Nars and e.l.f. It looks like I might need to bounce this one out a little bit. But still, if you want to save the money, it's worth, bouncing it out a little bit. They're both beautiful. They're both beautiful, and I'm glad to have them both. Okay, next I'm going to do an eyeshadow palette, and this is going to be a first impression. I've used this once. It's the Jaclyn Hill Volume 2. I don't know why I didn't have this already, because I love my original Jaclyn Hill, and I've used this once, and I loved it. I don't think any fallout. It went on nice and smooth and blendable and very nice. Now, I don't know that this is an everyday palette, but maybe. You've got all these neutrals up here, and then, all these brights down here. What I love about this, more than my other Jaclyn Hill, is that it's got a really light matte and a really light shimmer. So I love that. This is not a standalone to me, though, because all of these darks, that's the only reason it's not a total favorite already, is because these darks have red in them. And sometimes I just want, that's purple, and sometimes I just want just a brown. That's what this palette is lacking, just a brown. And then you've got this Temptress down here, that's black. This needs a dark brown for this to be a standalone. So I'm going to use this, and then at the last minute, I'm going to pull something else in to finish off my look. But I do love this. I probably will use this with my other Jaclyn Hill palette. Okay, we're going to go in with Love Handles right here. Did y'all hear Ted or Violet snoring? The microphone on my new camera is so good, I think y'all can hear them. Yeah, that's pretty. Very peachy, though. It's not just neutral, it's warm. These are all pretty warm. All right, and then I'm going to go over that with down here, that for a little bit of color, but I don't want neon. I have errands to run. So I'm going to just go over that crease. That's very nice. Okay, and then for the outer V, I'm going to pull in another color. Hold on. Let me grab something. Okay, let's pull in Viseart Neutral Matte Malou. I can always count on my Visearts to save any look or to add to a look. And these will be nice with this. Look at that. That looks like it could be a companion palette. And this is what the Jaclyn Hill is missing. This or that. You know, sometimes you just want just a good dark brown. Okay, I'm getting this my Sigma shader E46 that was in Mary Glitzy Fritzy's brushes, and I am gonna do that outer V. Tapping into that dark brown out here on the edge. This brush, y'all, so good for that outer V. All right, let's go ahead and do the Milk Jumbo Stick, NYX Jumbo Stick and Milk. Draw my eyelid on. Y'all hear that big snore? Okay, now I'm going to get my Sigma E55. Yeah, E55, also from Mary's collection. And I'm going into this brightest one. I love a really light matte shade just for every day. And then blend the edges. And that's all I'm going to do on this eye look. Just a very simple. And so, yeah, I really like this. If you like those colors, I think they go on great. It's a fun palette, but can also be every day. And this may be an all-in-one for you. I just like a good warm brown. But, you know, this might be an all-in-one for you. So, anyway, but I'm glad to have it, and I do love that palette. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do my other eye, and I will be back. All right, so I've got both eyes on, and my next favorite is going to be for the lips. I've got a couple of glosses. So first, I'm going to go put on my lip liner and my lipstick, and I'll be back with these two glosses. Okay, I'm using the Lancome Ideal for my liner. And MAC Bosom Friend for the lipstick, just a real light pink. Okay, now my first favorite lip gloss is the Milani in Soft Rose. And it's just a real pretty soft pink. It's so nice. It is the perfect everyday nude. And I love these glosses. I love the fat doe foot. I've said that a million times. I love the fat packaging. It's just nice packaging and feels good going on, and I love that. And then the second gloss is by Anastasia, and I love Anastasia glosses. These just feel great going on. They are not too sticky. They just feel good. They just feel smooth on the lips. And the doe foot's not that big, but it kind of spreads out and feels good going on. And this is an iridescent, this is in Moon Jelly. It's an iridescent, but it just kind of lightens whatever you have on a half a shade. Not even half, just a little bit. It makes it creamier, and it's just really pretty. Yeah, it just makes whatever I have on look kind of smoother and creamier. And that's the Moon Jelly. And I love this over a lot of different glosses. So, love those two glosses. And then my last favorite is the NYX Control Freak Brow Gel. And I love this just to groom my eyebrows, just to brush them out, just to, you know, make them stay nice and combed and groomed, but it's clear. And it's not overly stiff. Just makes them real nice. I've been using this for a couple of months, and I Love that. Love it. And that is all of my favorites for this month. Y'all definitely let me know down below things that you're enjoying that I might need to pick up and love with you. And that's all I have for you. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and subscribe. Leave comments and questions down below, and I'll talk to y'all soon. Y'all have a good day.